Hello, my name is Jason Brewer and I'm with Blastmaster Surface Restoration. We are the premier log home restoration company in Western Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas. Today I want to talk to you about corncob blasting. One of the questions we get often is, well, what is corncob blasting and what does my log home need it? So simply put, corncob blasting is similar to sand blasting. But instead of sand, the media that we use is ground up corncob, which is very finely ground. Matter of fact, I have a sample for you here. I don't know if you can see, but it almost looks like sawdust. It's a very fine powder of ground up corncob. And we use that, it's a completely dry method, so it's very different than, say, pressure washing because there is no water involved. But the air, compressed air is used to blow the media against the house, taking off the old finish so that you can get it ready to put a new finish on. So the next question is, well, does my log home need to be cob blasted? And the simple answer is, if you have peeling and flaking finish, then yes. When you have a film forming finish that's beginning to flake and peel, that indicates that it's no longer adhering properly. And if you try to put another coat of finish over top of that, what's going to happen is it's going to continue to flake and peel. The new stuff's just going to fail as well. On the other hand, if you have a penetrating finish, but it was allowed to go too long and that finish is wore off, now the wood is completely exposed, maybe gray or dark, it may also need to be blasted just to get it down to bare wood and give you a fresh start. On the other hand, if your finish is still intact, maybe it's lost its luster and shine, or maybe it's not repelling water anymore, but otherwise it's in pretty decent shape, that can simply be washed and recoated. Now, I've mentioned this in some of my other videos, but it's very true. When you're washing it, you don't want to use a pressure washer. Pressure washers generally cause more damage to log homes than good. So we stay away from that. We use soft bristle brushes, mild detergent, and simply garden hose to wash down the house and scrub it, to get rid of dirt and things like that before you apply a new finish to it. Now, in regards to cob blasting, there is a good deal of misinformation going around online. A lot of people will say that corncob blasting leads to mold growth and things of that nature. And the reality is, if you do your job cleaning the house properly and blowing off the spent media, you really don't have any issues with that. Another complaint that we hear often is that it does too much damage to the wood, that it really chews into it. And much of that's due to either using too high of pressure or using too big of grit of cob. We use a very fine grit of cob. We also dial back our pressure to about 75 psi. So it's really not high pressure, it's high volume, low pressure. And that's what we use to take off the old finish and once again start all over again. So there's also times when you may choose to use a different blast media, like crushed glass. And typically that's when there's so many coats of finish built up that the corncob is just not strong enough to go through it. But we can discuss the different types of media in a future video. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you've learned something today. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel and check us out for other videos talking about how we can help you maintain your log home. Have a great day.